Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and welcome back to a new week ahead spread. So today is Sunday, August 24th, 2025. Cannot believe it is almost September. That's crazy. Which my birthday is the 2nd of September, so can't believe it's almost here. If you're just tuning in, I do the energy obstacle and advice for the week ahead. I usually do the outgoing deck that I used the previous week, but life has been real. And the last couple weeks, I haven't used any cards. Last week, the week before last, on Sunday, I did a week ahead spread, and it was the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, and then my father-in-law passed literally hours later in the next morning, on Monday morning. So last week I didn't feel the need to do a week ahead spread. I did a midweek spread, and now we're back to the week ahead spread. So that week was very real and very crazy. And yeah, so I'm finally back doing a week ahead spread. I felt called to do my 2.0 tarot this time. It's not the deck I've been using. I also pulled a card from my Cosmic Crossroads Oracle, which I just can't. It keeps coming out week after week for some reason. So, here we go. So, for the theme of the week, and as you know, if you don't know, I pull the cards. I do a little meditation, and then I pull the cards. I don't look at them, and then I get on here and I talk to you guys. So, your guess is as good as mine is what's underneath here. So, for the theme of the week, we pulled attachment. Interesting. Because now people are starting to say, hey, can you go through your dad's things to my husband, because he's his only child. Can you go through, they're asking him to go through his things and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm just not ready yet. Stop it. So, interesting that's the theme of the week ahead. And one of the reasons I like using this deck is because it's got one single keyword. And then throughout the week, it's like a game to see how many times that word reflects in my life. Not just for me, but for anybody can do that. But I think that's very interesting that we become attached to things whether we realize it or not. And maybe sometimes it's good to just cleanse out what doesn't belong. Get rid of the things that doesn't appeal to us or not any longer, or what things are we attached to. Interesting. So for the energy of the week, I pulled the King of Cups. Oh my God. I have been pulling him nonstop since my father-in-law passed. Yeah. Craziness. There's a lot of emotions involved. There's a lot of male energy around. And I do say this is for anybody out there as well. So, if anybody resonates with this reading, let me know. But the King of Cups, there's a male energy in somebody's life that is a well of emotions, and that right now is my husband. So, that's quite interesting. Quite interesting. And the emotions pop up and overflow. His looks like he's floating on a river of water, with the fish popping up. And sometimes that, especially when it comes to the things he's attached to. And it isn't just the things, it could be the memories he's attached to that keep the emotions flowing over and over and over. Makes total sense for what's going on right now. Interesting. That's crazy. Interesting. So, for the obstacle of the week, oh my God, I have the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is somebody that's just been through the muck, the mire, the shit. They've been through so many things. and they don't know if they can get past. That's a card of, you've been through so much stuff, can you carry on? We can always carry on. It's how we choose to carry on is the thing, right? So I feel like this is for my husband, even though it's a universal spread. And the person that's been through it, I feel like is my father-in-law, really, because he was shot up in Vietnam War. He wasn't supposed to survive. He was 21 at the time. He was 78 when he passed recently. He's been through the shit, and he still survived. He still carried on. And maybe, yes, this is the obstacle, but this is the information maybe that needs to be passed on to my husband. Like, he went through some crap. Don't get stuck in his loss, because he came through the other side of what he went through. So don't get stuck in your grief, which is where I feel like this is where this is headed. So that's quite interesting. So for the advice of the week, we have the Empress. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Her beautiful, yeah, I feel like this is almost like this has turned into a mediumship reading for him, for my husband, from his dad, because we got the King of Cups, King of Emotions. My husband is a Cancer also, which is, hello. And then we've got this guy that went through the unimaginable things, and he still came through the other side. And then we got the Empress here with the wheat and the, you will survive this. You will carry on. You will create new things. You will survive this. Wow. That's crazy. That actually gives me goosebumps really bad. Anyway, and then that's attachment leading into that. Like, there's so many things that we can get bogged down in because of the things we're attached to, the memories we're attached to, or the, just like, his people are telling him to go through all his dad's stuff, and he's just not at that point. And he's like, well, I just can't move on from this. I can't even go through his stuff at this point, which it's okay for right now, but don't become this energy to where you can't see there's new things, new possibilities, new things on the horizon beyond that. Wow, that, yeah, gives me goosebumps. And this is why I haven't been pulling cards, exactly this reason, because I feel like every time I go to try to pull cards, he's there, because he's seeing that his son is not coping well, which just gives me goosebumps all over again. Anyway, this is the week ahead spread, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good afternoon. Bye.